let's talk about those talks. You call yourself an inspirational speaker. Why not a motivational speaker?
You know, someone said to me the other day, because I was saying I'm motivational or inspiration, but someone said you can motivate someone and by 5 o'clock that evening that motivation's worn off, but if you really inspire them, that lasts a lot longer. So I'm an inspirational speaker. I think I like to think it lasts, and to be honest, all the talks I've given, the feedback I get is just absolutely phenomenal. It's very humbling actually. With the amount of inspired people out there, whether you're inspired just to try something tiny in your life that's got nothing to do with sport, certainly not ice swimming, that's what my talks do. It just helps people look at the problems, or even what I call the little impossibles in your life. That everyone's got this series of little impossibles that you've forgotten about long ago. Tried it one day, or you decided long ago, years ago, that that's just not for you, you won't get that right, so you never go back there. And I challenge my audiences to go and identify those little impossibles, one a day. Just find one and go give it a try. Maybe you were right, you don't achieve it, but now you can be certain. And I promise you 95% of what you try, you will actually achieve if you get your mind in the right space and doors start opening. And it's an amazing thing.
What's the last little impossible that you tried to overcome?
The last impossible was, for me, was very much the Antarctica swim that we tried with Ram and Kyron Talks and Andrew Chin in Antarctica. We went to try and do an official ice mile. That's 1 mile distance, wearing a Speedo, goggles and cap only, following the International Ice Swimming Association rules, which means we're very governed. You can't, you got a whole bunch of stuff that you can't grease yourself, and you can't touch anything while you swim, and you've got to do the distance. The water must be 5 degrees or lower. And the little impossible for me on that swim was A, the distance, B, the water was -1 degree Celsius. So it was actually sub-zero, being salt water. And I'd never experienced that. You must understand that I'd experienced 1 degree water, 0 degrees, but -1 is a big difference. So from going from 5 degrees Celsius down to 4, it's not 1 degree different, it's 20% colder. And then from 4 to 3, it's even a bigger percentage. It goes down, down, down. So it gets very hectic. So suddenly, as I'm walking down the gangway of a ship to dive in and make this world first attempt with my friends, we were told the temperature. And that just went in this ear and went, -1's impossible, can't train. It's double as difficult as 0 degrees, which almost killed me. But I had no time to turn back, and I just had to go through my little very quick mental process and say, just spit it out the other ear and deal with it and prove it to yourself.
Wow.
And got it right.
Did that couch potato who was eating pizza ever think that he would be inspiring people with stories like the one you just told me?
No, never. Never ever. So it's an amazing thing for me, and I must give a lot of credit to my manager and sister Jill Atwood, who for years has been saying, you've got such an awesome story. You know, you and your mates, you go and you do these amazing things. You fly South Africa's flag, but no one even knows besides family and close friends. You've got to start telling your story a little bit. So she pushed me onto a stage. In fact, the first time ever was last September for a company called Sales Guru, and I walked out in front of 550 people in Johannesburg with a little mic strapped to my cheek, and I just told my story, and I showed some incredible video footage. Having no idea how it was going to go down, and it was just an absolute blast, and it started an amazing new journey for me.
Ryan, I can promise you after watching this interview, no one is going to complain about the cold winters in Cape Town anymore.
Great.
How can anyone watching this video find you online and follow your adventures?
RyanStramrood.com, my official website, or Ryan Stramrood Swimming and Speaking on Facebook's always the easiest. Like the page and you'll follow everything. I'm off to Ireland on Wednesday. So we'll be giving regular updates on that, as strong as my reception is, of course, out there. But I'll give before and after updates for sure.
Well, good luck. We know you'll make us proud.
Thank you so much.